The mission of the American Diabetes Association is to prevent and cure diabetes and to improve the lives of all people affected by diabetes.
I'm Amaya Duncan. I'm 17 years old. I was diagnosed with diabetes when I was 9 years old. I was in 4th grade.
For me, diabetes has been a struggle, just not being able to be as active all the time that I want to be. As a diabetic, you're supposed to be active, and I am, but I was one who was extremely athletic and liked to be working out all day, every day, but I have to be much more regimented in when I work out and when I get to be active.
I've had it since I was a child. I actually went to the 88 camp when I was a kid, a gabillion years ago. So the American Diabetes Association has been around for a really long time, helping people that have diabetes. They're not just looking for a cure, they're looking for a way to help improve lives of all people that are affected by it.
My daughter Brandy has had diabetes for 10 years. She was diagnosed March 23rd, 1999. The reason why a cure is so necessary is because even though she's a type 1 diabetic, she can take insulin to help control her blood sugars, but insulin is not a cure.
It's hard to control sometimes, and you don't always know how much insulin you need to take or anything. It's kind of experimental sometimes. You have to play with your insulin levels and you have to figure out certain diet restrictions.
Diabetes is very misunderstood in a lot of places. Most people, I think, have the notion that if people who have diabetes just don't eat sugar, then they'll be okay. And there's so much more to it than that. That is a very small aspect of certain types of diabetes.
But I think it's important for the public to know about diabetes because there isn't a cure, and it is something that people who are inflicted have to deal with all day, every day, and it causes other illnesses.
Over time, diabetes takes its toll on your nerves, on your eyesight, and that's some of the things that Brandy's dealing with right now.
There's walks for other things that are so important, and diabetes is right up there as far as the number of people it affects in southern Colorado. So it's good just for the public to be aware of it and know that the people they're walking with day in, day out, there's a large portion that have to deal with someone in their family that has to deal with diabetes every day.
In the United States, we continue to spend over $174 billion on diabetes care, and over 24 million people have diabetes in the United States. So we really are helping our nation as a whole. And by starting on the local level, ultimately, if we can get more people involved in diabetes management and prevention efforts, then ultimately as a nation, we can reduce the overall healthcare costs and improve healthcare outcomes.
Here's the thing about diabetes. Maybe you don't have it. Maybe you don't even know anyone who has it. Well, chances are you know someone who's going to have it. That's the thing that we don't understand. It's growing at an exponential rate, unprecedented numbers. It's getting type 2 is becoming more common among young people. Someday, if you don't have it now or you don't know someone who has it now, you will. We all will. We all do.
Diabetes is a disease that a lot of people overlook because we don't look like we have it. There's nothing outward about a lot of people that live with this disease, but it is silently killing them inside, especially if they don't take care of it. So finding a cure, finding better research for managing your diabetes is really important. Fundraising is critical. It is one of the fastest growing killers in the United States.
The top fundraiser in the country for the American Diabetes Association is the Step Out Walk to Fight Diabetes, which is what we're doing here today. The Step Out Walk to Fight Diabetes is comprised of sponsors from the community locally, sponsors nationally through the American Diabetes Association, and most importantly, teams. That's what makes the American Diabetes Association possible, and that's what perpetuates their mission to prevent and cure diabetes and to improve the lives of all people affected by diabetes.
ADA is an important charity, an important group doing important work, and so I'm always pleased to be part of this. If you can find a way to be a part of it, maybe walk next year, maybe make a donation, form a team, whatever you can do to help, it's well appreciated by everyone involved.
This disease is deadly, and it's time we did something about it. Let's stop diabetes.
Support the cure.
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 Please support the mission of the American Diabetes Association.